So we have the first guest on Shitbox. And what a shitbox it is.
It's a fucking shit box.
So we'll talk about how we met. Because you come and parked right next to me at Halford's car park.
I did it on purpose as well, though.
So those who don't know, it's a bit of an MX5 thing to park next to MX5s.
It is. When you see another MX5, you go say hi to
Is
the
that
other
my silver
MX5.
one or my blue one?
It was silver.
Silver.
It was silver.
Oh yeah, the one I wrote
And
off.
his girlfriend was sat in the passenger seat without me realising, and so I parked opposite him, and then I saw the MX5 as I turned my car off, and then started the car back up again purposely, and drove right in front of it, and his girlfriend just sort of looked and waved, and then I walked off.
And then we had a little chat, didn't we?
Yeah, we came back. We had a little chat. We didn't have a chat. I saw you on Facebook posting about my spoiler.
Oh yeah.
My
I
spoiler.
come out and seen your spoiler, and I wanted to know what it was off. So, what spoiler is it? I'll just hide this plate there.
It's an X-wing, but I think it's a kooky wing off an S13. Is that saying it right?
Nice.
Is that it's not as what's the other word? Is it Zenki? A kooky. I'm definitely
Don't know. I don't know much about S14.
Kooky X-wing off an S13, so Nissan Silvia, which is also my dream car, which is why I got the wing for it.
So, what did you pay for it originally?
Originally, it was 1900, bang on.
Yeah.
And it's had a lot of work since then. It's had a lot more money spent on it since then.
The one thing I don't like about your car is you got JRs on it. But we're going to sort that out when I swap my wheels. I'm going to sell you mine, I think.
He's also got the exact same wheels as mine,
but
XXRs.
Yeah.
Which are not reps.
I mean, JR, they're okay wheels, but I think XXRs are okay as well. But I think I'm going to go for, I can't even think of what they're called, Sutton Storms S1s. So recently you've had some work done to your rear sill.
So that's where
rear wing.
That's where more money comes into the 1900. So recently on the MOT, it passed, but with a huge advisory of get the rust on this sill mostly welded. So he saw a hole about that big and said it needs to be sorted ASAP. So I booked it in straight away, started cutting away at the garage, and it turned out it had been bodged in the past. Like really bodged to the point where there was chicken wire inside the arch. I'm sure you'll insert a clip.
Wire.
And there was 2 screws holding in the rear arch. Again, I'll send photos. So it was
a bad job, wasn't it?
It's had a lot done to it on this whole side, really. It's had the whole inner rear arch rebuilt. It's had the outer done. It's had the whole inner structure, the whole length of the car, the floor to sill, and the floor underneath the ECU has been welded. And then obviously the outer skin and all the outer panels all done and painted together.
It's basically a new chassis at this
point. Which was all in 1,500 quid, which is quite a good deal for
It's not
the whole
bad
side.
for an MX5.
Yeah, not bad.
Obviously you got the Cobalt induction kit. You've got your... Have you not swapped all your pipes over yet?
No, I've not swapped them all over.
No.
That was just a kit I got off the MX5 plug, Sam Morley.
So engine side, it's bone stock apart from
the intake.
Yeah,
that's literally it, and the breather. That's it.
Nice.
The exhaust is sort of modified. It's got a high flow sports cat, and
it's a Malin in it,
and then to the stock mid pipe, and then to the Malian back box, which I'm sure you'll include a sound clip.
I've just seen that strap on.
And then that wasn't fitted on the car originally, but they come on the SVT versions.
Have you cleaned this up?
Race.
I've
given it a wipe. Yeah,
you're gonna have it painted
when I come to do the rocker cover. Yeah, so it's leaking a bit of oil at the back, but that's the only oil leak on the entire car, which is literally coming out the back there, which they all do. It's an MX5 thing.
Nice. Had any major breakdowns? I think I've come and saved you when your alternator.
I've had one major breakdown, and I was doing 60 on the expressway, and my battery light kept flicking on, flicking off, flicking on. So then we heard like a dink, dink, dink out the back. So that was obviously a bolt snapping and coming loose.
It's an alternator bolt.
We pulled off the expressway into a Mackey's car park, funny enough, and got the bonnet up, inspected it, and my alternator was only being held on by the belt, the aux belt. So we got a bolt, put it back through just to hold tension, babied it home, and then the next day I messaged Elliot, and his car was currently off the road then. So he had a spare tension bolt and everything that needs to go with the alternator, and I just robbed it off his car, and I never really replaced it properly.
No.
So that bolt is actually still held in on my alternator. I've not changed it for a new one, so it's still Elliot's car that's on my car.
Most of them snap when people don't fit the alternator belt correctly. So it's a bone stock engine apart from the exhaust and obviously the
intake. Yeah.
It's a bit dusty in here.
It's not been cleaned since it was in the garage for welding.
But you've had quite a unique modification in your car.
Not a lot of people do it.
Not a lot of people do it. And we'll talk about that. Because you've got a PlayStation fitted, haven't you?
It's the bit that I've put in the boot, yeah. So if I can figure out where I've put my keys, actually, don't need to. Can open the boot from inside, which is a really cool feature on these cars, because the Mark 1 doesn't have that to open the boot.
As I know, because I was trying to get part. Look at him, he's got spare knuckles in case you break down. I need to swap a knuckle on the side.
That's just in case my wheel bearing goes.
Oh, mate.
The main factor is the PS2.
So that's just wired in.
It's really cool. So if I can find the wires, because it's been a while. So basically, the reason I put it in is because I've seen the guy that put a Wii into his car, like the proper old Nintendo Wii, and I thought it was really cool. And then I started researching how they used to do it back in Max Power, and I have a radio which is from that time. It's not a new radio at all, and it came with the car. It's from like 2010 time, I want to say, and it has all the connections for a PS2 to normally plug into. So if we go over and then aux 1, it should load up the PS1 to PS2 if it's working. Or was it aux 2? It's been a while since I've done this. Oh, it's not working. Which one is it?
It's not a TV.
No. Because they plug into the aux. Why is that around the back of the radio? Unless they're not plugged in. Or unless there's no game in it. But you'd think there'd be a game.
He hasn't got his timing belt on, but he installed the PS2.
Yeah.
Is there a game?
It might not be.
Crazy.
Yeah, there's a game and it's just not spinning. No, because it's on an angle. Should be working. Oh, there we go. It came up then. The game disc wasn't spinning.
I wasn't plugged in probably. You've had this for a while now. Have you got any ideas what you want to do with it?
I really, really, really want to get the rust sorted first on this side, and then hopefully get rid of the Deuce body kit that everyone hates, because it's not a drift car. It's more of a street weekend car. So I really want to go with Bomex style front bumper, Bomex style side skirts like the Tupperware kit, and then the AP1 Tupperware kit, which is I think a Mazda Speed, which is like the rear spats up the standard rear bumper, and then have it nice and sleek instead of the more angry drift look that everyone seems to think it is.
Is it safe to say this is a Sam Morley special with the parts you bought from
this? This is definitely a Sam Morley special. Shout out to Sam Morley. If you want anything for your Mazda, go up to Wrexham, hit Sam Morley up, and he's got every part possible.
Yeah, you can get him on Morley's Mazdas.
Morley Mazdas on Facebook. Literally, the majority of this car is from Sam. Like all the parts underneath, and
yeah, the guy's got everything.
He's got everything possible.
You can buy a new engine off him for 200 quid. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's 250, I think now.
So I do have a hard top as well for this car, which isn't currently on because it's nice weather.
It was.
again, from Sam Morley. It's everything from them. So it's a massive shout out to him, really.
Is there any? So I'm currently looking at getting a roll cage for mine.
Yeah.
Are you looking at doing the same, or
I've got already in my garage a style bar, which everyone says crush, but I've got quite a rare import one. So I'll send a photo to show you. It's the normal style bar, which attaches to the top of your seat belt brackets, but then it has 2 extra bars that come down and sit flat on like your parcel shelf.
Yeah.
So it looks like a roll cage. So it's a bit different than a style bar, which I've got currently sat in my garage.
So
waiting.
the go-to modifications with these is putting a turbo kit in them. Have you got any idea of doing it, or
No, because I've seen my mate's one. He's put a turbo on the stock block, everything stock, and the car's just so unreliable. Like, it just doesn't start. It cuts out while driving. It's not what I want. I want the car to start, drive to a car meet, drive to a car show, go home. That's all I want it for.
What's the mileage on it?
I think it's roughly about 112,000.
Which, for anyone who doesn't know, these MX5s go on for into the 200s on these engines.
If you treat them right and you change the oil and you're not putting turbo kits on them, they last forever. They're bulletproof engines.
Yeah.
But as soon as someone puts a turbo on them, they go pop because they're not built for turbos.
I mean, you can do a turbo reliably if you're aiming for reliable power. So your 250s, 200s.
Yeah.
Obviously, they did this generation of car with a turbo.
They did they did the BBR turbo in this style of car, and they did it for the Mark 1s.
And the Mazda speed as well.
They're very limited.
Yeah.
I don't think they were the 1.8 VVT either.
No.
I think they were the 1.6 engine.
No, it was a 1.8, but it was the non-VVT.
Right.
So, you did have a bit of a shocking livery with this, didn't you, at one point?
I did, yeah. I did.
Is this the grown up to say liveries are gone?
Liveries are shit. Don't ever put a livery on your car. It ruined my paintwork as well, taking it off. Because before I started messing with it and putting the body kit on, it actually had really, really nice paintwork. It was a nice car, and the liveries just ruined the stock paintwork completely. It's pulled it off in places.
Yeah. Right, dope.
I think we should go get some nice B-roll.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cheers for that.
No worries. Nice one. And that has been Shitbox Productions.